My biggest mistake and why you're making it too. Not a business mistake, not a strategy error, not something about companies or products or decisions, a life mistake. The kind that costs you everything that actually matters while convincing you you're doing the right thing. The kind you don't realize is a mistake until it's too late to fix it. I made this mistake for decades, and I'm watching you make the same one. If you've ever thought, I'll be happy when I achieve this next thing, comment mistake below. I'm recording this because I need to tell you something I wish someone had told me 30 years ago. Something that would have saved me from wasting decades chasing the wrong thing. Something that would have changed everything if I'd understood it before it was too late to matter. The mistake is this. I believed that success would make me happy, that achieving things would fulfill me, that building companies and making money and reaching goals would give me what I was looking for. That happiness was on the other side of achievement. That once I built enough, earned enough, accomplished enough, then I'd be happy, then I'd be satisfied. Then life would feel the way I wanted it to feel. I was wrong, completely wrong. And I spent decades proving myself wrong while refusing to see it. Building more, achieving more, reaching higher. Always thinking the next milestone would be the one that finally made me feel the way I thought success was supposed to make me feel. And it never did. Not once. Not ever. And I'm watching you make the same mistake, chasing the same lie, believing the same thing I believed, thinking that achievement equals happiness, that success equals fulfillment, that reaching your goals will give you what you're actually looking for. It won't. I know because I did it. I reached every goal. I built everything I set out to build. I made more money than I ever imagined. I achieved everything I thought would make me happy. And I'm not happy. Not in the way I thought I would be. Not in the way that actually matters. And if you're chasing the same thing, you won't be either. When I was younger, 30s, 40s, even into my 50s, I believed something that seemed obviously true. So obvious, I never questioned it. So universally accepted, I never thought to examine whether it was actually real. I believed that happiness came from achievement, from building things, from reaching goals, from success. I believed that the more I achieved, the happier I'd be. That accomplishment created fulfillment. That winning made life worth living. I looked at successful people, and they seemed happy. They had wealth and status and achievement, and they seemed satisfied. So I concluded, achievement creates happiness, success creates fulfillment. Build enough and you'll feel complete. I believed that the dissatisfaction I felt, the emptiness, the sense that something was missing was because I hadn't achieved enough yet, that I needed to build more, reach higher, accomplish more. And once I hit that next level, once I built that next company, once I reached that next milestone, then I'd feel the way I wanted to feel. Then the emptiness would be filled. Then I'd be satisfied. So I worked, constantly, obsessively, sacrificing everything else for achievement. Relationships suffered. Health suffered. Presence suffered. Sleep suffered. Everything suffered except work. Because work was building towards success. And success was the path to happiness. So everything else could wait. Everything else was secondary. The goal was achievement. Everything else was just obstacles or distractions from achieving. I reached milestones. First million, first company, first major success. And each time, I felt good for a moment. A week, maybe. Sometimes just days. The satisfaction of achieving something difficult. The validation of proving I could do it. The recognition from others. It felt good, briefly, and then it faded. The satisfaction disappeared. The validation stopped mattering. The recognition felt empty, and I was left feeling exactly how I felt before, dissatisfied, empty, like something was missing, like I wasn't where I wanted to be yet. And I concluded, I haven't achieved enough yet. That milestone wasn't big enough. I need to reach higher, build more, accomplish something bigger. Then I'll feel the way I'm trying to feel. Then the emptiness will be filled. Then I'll be happy. So I set bigger goals, built bigger companies, reached higher levels of success. First 100 million, first billion. Levels of wealth and achievement that seemed impossible when I started. Levels that most people never reach. Levels that should have been enough. Should have created the happiness I was chasing. Should have filled the emptiness. They didn't. Every achievement felt good for a moment and then faded. Every milestone reached just revealed another milestone beyond it. Every level of success just showed me higher levels I hadn't reached yet. The emptiness never filled. The satisfaction never lasted. The happiness I was chasing never arrived. And somewhere in my 50s, I started to realize it's never going to arrive. Not through achievement, not through success, not through building or earning or accomplishing. I've been chasing something that doesn't exist at the end of achievement. I've been believing a lie, and I've wasted decades proving the lie wrong while refusing to accept that it was a lie. The lie I believed, the lie you're probably believing, is everywhere. It's the foundation of modern culture. It's what everyone is taught. It's what everyone pursues. It's what everyone believes without questioning. The lie is achievement creates happiness. Success creates fulfillment. Build enough, earn enough, accomplish enough, and you'll be satisfied. You'll be happy. You'll feel complete. You see this lie everywhere, in every motivational message, in every success story, in every biography of accomplished people. They achieved things, they built things, they succeeded, and implicitly the message is, and that made them happy. That gave them good lives. That created fulfillment. You see it in how society measures success, by achievement, by wealth, by status, by what you've built, by what you've accomplished. The assumption is that more achievement equals better life. That the people at the top, the most successful, the wealthiest, the most accomplished, they're the happiest, they're the most fulfilled. They've figured it out. You see it in advice. Follow your dreams. Build something meaningful. Achieve your potential. Don't settle. Keep growing. All of it assumes that achieving your dreams will make you happy, that building something meaningful will fulfill you, that reaching your potential will satisfy you. The path to happiness goes through achievement. You see it in how people live. Everyone is chasing something, building towards something, working toward goals, sacrificing present happiness for future achievement, telling themselves, once I reach this goal, then I'll be happy. Once I build this, then I'll be satisfied. Once I achieve this, then I can relax and enjoy life. Everyone believing that happiness is on the other side of achievement. I believed this lie completely. Never questioned it, just pursued it relentlessly. And I was wrong. And everyone else believing it is wrong too. Here's why the lie doesn't work. Why achievement doesn't create lasting happiness. Why success doesn't produce fulfillment. Why no amount of accomplishment fills the emptiness. Achievement adapts. You reach a goal and it feels good briefly, but then you adapt. The achievement becomes your new normal. What seemed impossible becomes standard. What felt like success becomes just your current situation, and the satisfaction disappears. You're not satisfied with what you achieved because you've adapted to it. It's no longer special. It's just where you are. And you want more because more is the only thing that creates that brief spike of satisfaction you're chasing. This is called hedonic adaptation, and it's universal. Humans adapt to positive changes. What makes us happy today becomes normal tomorrow. The new car stops feeling special. The promotion becomes just your job. The wealth becomes just your bank balance. The achievement becomes just something you did. And you're back to baseline, back to wanting more, back to thinking the next thing will finally be enough. It never is, because you always adapt, always return to baseline. The satisfaction of achievement is always temporary, because your brain treats achievement as new normal instead of sustained satisfaction. Goals are arbitrary. You set a goal, you reach it, and then you realize that goal was arbitrary. You could have set it higher or lower. There's nothing inherently meaningful about that particular milestone. Nothing that makes it enough. Nothing that says, if you reach this, you'll be satisfied. You set it because you needed something to aim for. But reaching it doesn't mean anything except that you hit an arbitrary target you set yourself. And as soon as you realize that, you need a new target, a new goal, something else to aim for. Because without a goal, without something you're building toward, you don't know what you're doing. You don't have purpose. So you set another arbitrary goal and chase that and reach it and realize it was arbitrary too and set another forever. Never satisfied, because satisfaction doesn't come from reaching arbitrary goals. Achievement is empty. This is what I learned too late. Achievement itself, the building, the succeeding, the accomplishing, it's empty. It's just doing things, checking boxes, reaching milestones. There's no inherent meaning in it, no fulfillment in it, no happiness in it. It's just activity, just movement, just progress toward arbitrarily defined targets. You think achievement will mean something, will feel like something, will give you something, but it doesn't. You achieve things and nothing changes internally. You're the same person, with the same emptiness, the same dissatisfaction, the same sense that something's missing. Achievement doesn't fill anything, doesn't fix anything, doesn't give you anything except the temporary satisfaction of having done something difficult. And that satisfaction fades immediately. Here's what I realized too late. What I wish I'd understood 30 years ago, what might have changed everything if I'd seen it clearly. You're not actually chasing achievement. You're chasing what you think achievement will give you. You're chasing the feeling you think success will create. You're chasing the internal state you believe accomplishment will produce. You think achieving things will make you feel valuable, important, like you matter, like your existence is justified, like you have worth. You're using achievement as proof of value, as evidence that you matter, as justification for existing. You think, if I achieve enough, then I'll know I'm valuable. Then I'll feel like I'm enough. Then I won't have to question whether my existence matters. But achievement doesn't create value. You already have value. Your worth isn't dependent on what you accomplish. You don't need to achieve things to justify existing. You don't need to prove yourself. You're valuable regardless of what you build or don't build. Achievement doesn't create that. It can't create that. Because value isn't created through achievement. It exists independent of achievement. You think achieving things will make you feel satisfied, complete, like you've done enough, like you can finally stop striving and just be. You're using achievement as a finish line, as the point where you're allowed to stop, where you've earned rest, where striving ends and satisfaction begins. You think, if I achieve this next thing, then I'll have done enough. Then I can be satisfied. Then I can stop. But there is no finish line. Achievement never creates the feeling of being done, of having accomplished enough, of being allowed to stop, because every achievement just reveals another potential achievement beyond it. Every goal reached just shows you higher goals you could reach. You never feel like you've done enough, because enough is always just beyond whatever you've already done. The finish line keeps moving, always just out of reach, always requiring one more thing. You think achieving things will make others respect you, value you, see you as important. You're using achievement as social proof, as evidence to others that you matter, as a way to earn respect and recognition and status. You think, if I achieve enough, people will respect me, they'll see I'm important, they'll value me, they'll treat me as someone who matters. But respect earned through achievement is hollow. People respect the achievement, not you. They value what you've built, not who you are. They see the accomplishment, not the person. And that recognition is conditional. It lasts only as long as you stop achieving, and the respect disappears. You're only as valued as your last accomplishment. That's not real respect. That's not real value. That's transactional. And it's empty. What you're actually chasing, value, satisfaction, respect, none of that comes from achievement. It comes from other things. Things that have nothing to do with success. Things I ignored while chasing success. Things you're probably ignoring too while chasing whatever you're chasing. I'm 54 years old. I've built more than most people build in 5 lifetimes. I've achieved everything I thought would make me happy. I've reached every goal I set. I have more wealth than I can use, more success than I imagined, more achievement than seems reasonable. And here's what I've learned. None of that creates happiness. None of it creates fulfillment. None of it fills the emptiness or produces satisfaction or makes life feel the way I thought success would make it feel. You know what actually creates happiness? The things I ignored while chasing success. The things I sacrificed for achievement. The things I told myself I'd get to later once I'd succeeded enough. The things that turned out to be the actual source of what I was looking for while I was looking in the wrong place. Relationships create happiness. Real relationships. Deep relationships. Relationships where you're known, where you're valued for who you are instead of what you've achieved. Where you matter regardless of your success. Where presence matters more than accomplishment. I sacrificed these for achievement, told myself success was more important, that relationships could wait, that I'd build relationships after I succeeded. I was wrong. The relationships I sacrificed, those were happiness. That was fulfillment. That was what I was actually looking for while I was building companies. Presence creates happiness. Being actually there, in moments, with people. Not thinking about work or goals or what's next, just being where you are with who you're with. Fully present, fully engaged, fully there. I was never present, always thinking about the next thing, always planning, always strategizing, always somewhere else mentally, even when physically there. I missed everything. Every moment, every conversation, every experience. I was absent while present. And presence, actual presence, that's where happiness lives, not in achievement. In moments, and being actually there for the moments you're in. Purpose creates happiness, but not achievement purpose, not goal-directed purpose, not the purpose of building towards something, different purpose. The purpose of mattering to people, of contributing something real, of making someone's life better, of being needed, of being valued for who you are and what you give beyond just what you accomplish. I had achievement purpose but not real purpose. I mattered professionally but not personally. I contributed economically but not relationally. And real purpose, the kind that creates fulfillment, it's relational, not achievement-based. Community creates happiness. Being part of something, being connected to people, being known in a group, having people who care about you and whom you care about, regular connection, regular presence, regular mutual support. I isolated myself for achievement, told myself community was distraction from goals. That connection took time away from building, that I'd have community after success. I was wrong. Community is happiness. Connection is fulfillment. Belonging is what I was actually looking for. Contribution creates happiness, not economic contribution, not building valuable companies, different contribution, making someone's burden lighter, helping someone who needs help, using what you have to make someone else's life better. Direct contribution, personal contribution, where you see the impact immediately, where you know you matter to someone specific. I contributed economically but not personally. I built things that helped abstractly but not specifically. And direct personal contribution that's fulfilling in ways that economic contribution never is. These things create happiness. Relationships, presence, purpose, community, contribution. None of them come from achievement. All of them require what achievement demands you sacrifice. And I sacrificed them all. Spent decades sacrificing them for achievement that never created what I thought it would create, while the things I sacrificed were actually the things I needed. Share this if you've been chasing achievement hoping it will make you happy. Comment if you're making this mistake right now. Subscribe for truth about what actually creates fulfillment instead of empty promises about achievement.